Good morning and welcome to week 7 for JINS. We are just about done. Home stretch, one last big paper to go. And I wanted to highlight a couple things related to this week. So this week we're talking about virtual sports, esports, fantasy sports, those kinds of things. This may be something that you're totally into, or maybe something that you've heard about but never done. I did leave up some of the content that I put on here when I taught this class last summer related to pandemic COVID things where they were doing simulations of sports. I think some of it's kind of interesting, so make sure you check that out. There are a handful of discussion board questions in the prompt to go ahead and answer. Discussion board, just like always, go ahead and post your STEM by Thursday, and then your 2 peer responses by Saturday. In terms of the paper, I am hopeful that I will be able to jump on and get the grading done for your outlines later today to make any kind of suggestions that need to be made. So as you head into the writing process, you have some feedback from me. But we have a little bit of an amended timeline when it comes to the papers because of when the class ends. So the class ends a week from Friday, and that takes us a day shorter than normal. So here's what we've got. For this week, you'll go ahead and turn in your rough draft by Saturday, just like we normally would. And you'll submit that both to the Dropbox for me so I can see that you did it, and then also to the file exchange under our peer editing group 2 for paper number 2. And once it's in the file exchange, you'll see also in the directions there, I went ahead and switched up the partner groups for feedback for this time around. So make sure you take a look at who your new partner is for peer feedback. And that listing, in terms of the file exchange, you need to make sure that you have that uploaded by Saturday night as well. That gives you Saturday night or whenever the person uploads it until Monday night to return peer feedback back to the file exchange and then back to my Dropbox as well. And then that will give you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday until the end of the day to submit your final draft next week. So it's really important in this timeline. Just know that there is possibly going to be some work you'll have to do Saturday or Sunday or Monday in terms of returning feedback back to your partner. So just plan ahead in terms of that. If you get your rough draft written ahead of time and put it in the file exchange, you can always message your partner and let them know that it's uploaded in terms of giving them a little bit more flexibility. This paper is meant to be the longer of the two. You've had a good chunk of feedback from your peer, but also from me related to the grading on paper number 1. Please make sure that you implement the feedback if you want to maximize your potential for a grade when it comes to paper number 2. And this paper should be 7+ pages. I was thinking in the range of 7 to 10. You're going to need more references. And again, just make sure that it's interdisciplinary. So if you pick a topic, come up with a couple subheadings, and then for each subheading, you're describing that through the lens of both of the disciplines. Plus, sport and technology need to be woven in somewhere along the way because that's the content for our class. So hopefully that explains things for this week. Really, the big picture is getting this rough draft done. And if you did a good job on your outline, that should make writing the rough draft quite a bit easier. But hang in there. We are just about done. This is going to go really fast once you have the rough draft done. I think that's the hardest part of the whole process. So I will see you again next week.